Hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen. My name is LaughingStock, and we are joining the Dota North American Qualifiers being played. We've got Quantum something or other going up against Alch. Shanks almost gets killed in this engagement. And yeah, sorry about the late get into this. Sorry, it's Quantum Suicide versus Alch. Joined this game early action, and it is a close fight so far, 4-5. 7 minutes and 50 seconds in. Let us quickly try to recap who the heroes are. Now the pause will help me. We've got Orion on the Phantom Assassin. You've got Neutrality is playing the Lion in Dembe. Sorry, Dembe is Elder Titan. We got Beaky on the Storm Spirit, and then Tourniquet is playing the Sand King. For the Dire, for Alch, we have Solitary, Judge on the Nyx. We've got Shanks playing Oracle. 11 is playing the Legion Commander. We've got B and H on the Shadow Demon. And NRS is on the Anti-Mage. Overall, it does look like 11 is leading the charge in terms of farm. Of course, that could be a lot of jungle time. I don't really know because I haven't been keeping up on it, but we will find out shortly. Sand King is close. Really a lot of decent farm between these guys. Not a huge difference so far. Less than 1,000 golden XP in favor of Alch right now. So really you got to think that if that 5th kill had gone to Quantum Suicide, that it would have been them instead that is in charge. Now Nyx is coming up with this Vendetta. It looks like he might want to engage on Tourniquet. I don't know if he's going to be able to. The Burrow Strike is done though. He does get the auto attack in, gets the stun. The Mana Burst is not going to do, Mana Burn is not going to take out Tourniquet at this point in time. Now Beaky did pick up a bounty rune. Let's try and take a look at the items while we're in it. Shanks just kind of chilling with boots. 11 does have regen rune and interesting, phase boots. I thought 11 was a Sand King for a second. B&H, boots, wards, typical support build. Orion looks like he's going for the Vlads. Also got the Blightstone going. Obviously, he's going to be working towards the Desolator. And then, of course, I think AIM's probably the easiest hero in the game to determine an item build. Always is going for the Battle Fury. Sand King, again, not much going on just yet. Solitary Judge is going to get Burrow Striked, but the tower chooses to go after the creeps instead, so no extra damage going in on him. There is going to be a potential gank attempt top. B&H came in smoked. There's a disruption. 11 is going to get the duel off on Orion, and Orion has nowhere to go. The Mana Void from Anti-Mage finishes it off for the bonus damage. That's 30 bonus damage, which as of this point means that he's gotten 5 duels off. So 5 of the 6 kills have been duel kills this early on. That's actually very impressive. Now, Tourniquet is going to get stunned by Solitary Judge. There's a stomp coming in. It does sleep Nyx in time, and Tourniquet is going to make it out for now. He does have a mana burn. Tourniquet better not show his face. And it looks like he's going to get away for now. The teleport is going to be successful. So Solitary Judge played that pretty well, but Elder Titan support came in at the last second to save that. Ball Lightning out by Beaky. Otherwise, he might have gotten dueled. I know duel is actually just on cooldown, so he is fine for now. Alright, so some good action going on in this one. It is 6-4 currently in favor of Alch. The terrifying thing if you're Quantum Suicide is this guy right here, Legion Commander. 5 duel victories out of the 6 kills for Alch. Not what you want to see if you're a member of Quantum Suicide. And what's coming out on the courier? Nothing of importance just yet. 1,300 gold saved up on that Legion Commander. Now, Phantom Assassin did go down. Looks like might be working towards the phase boots, so we'll have to see which he ends up choosing to go with. Tourniquet is coming up. He's wanting to harass the Anti-Mage a little bit. We do have a teleport that's coming in from Nyx, who is in Vendetta form. They're going to come in on the Tourniquet probably. Again, pops the shell. The Caustic Finale almost got him stunned, sorry. The Anti-Mage Mana Void almost kills him. One more hit should be sufficient. Will they get there in time? Looks like Solitary Judge is not going to be able to reach it. The dagger coming out from Orion was enough to stop him from getting in range of his abilities. Alright, so we're going to get back into the farming game. It looks like mid there was a potential dive. Nothing happened though. Beaky teleports in lane to try and fend off Alch. Standing! Oh no, God. Beaky, what was that? Beaky is gonna, well, he lives through the duel only to die at the end of it, so no duel damage, but Lion is gonna be in trouble. He is gonna go down. Oracle gets a last hit. The stomp is gonna put both Oracle and Nyx to sleep. 11 is trying to get in there to get a fight. They do pick up the tower by Nyx. Djembe is in some serious trouble. And down goes Djembe. Legion Commander's overwhelming odds picking up that final hit.
Radiant's middle tower be under attack.
Oh, what the joys are to play against the PA. The dagger that crits and does everything else is just brutal to go up against. Alright, so we reset. These last couple of fights have all been going in favor of Alch so far, so it'll be interesting to see how Quantum Suicide comes back from this. Because right now the favor is all in the way of Alch. 4K net worth and experience lead going their way for now. Let's see how they can take advantage of it. As this game progresses, you got to imagine the main focus for Alch is going to be stopping Quantum Suicide's PA. That PA is going to be one of the more devastating heroes in the game, depending on the way she builds. And if you're Quantum Suicide, you got to find a way to stop this Legion Commander. Legion is 3-1, 3 assists. But of those kills and assists, 5 of them have been for duels. And he's going to blink in, and there's a duel on the line. Well, there's just flat out no stopping that. Oracle does pick up the last hit. Now Beaky's in some trouble. He's going to ball lightning out, though, before Shanks can get him with the Purifying Flames. So that is now 6 of 7 kills that he's been involved in have been duels. So he's off to a good start. Solitary Judge is looking for Djembe, doesn't quite get him. So he's going to kind of keep roaming. He's trying to get that Vendetta kill as he knows he can. Now I think he saw Djembe. He definitely does now. Djembe is going to be in some serious trouble. There's the attack. There's the stun. The mana burn. Djembe is definitely going to go down here. One more right click. Easy peasy. Nothing to it. Solitary Judge finishes that one off. So far things all going the way of Alch. You got to try to figure out. 11's going to blink in. There's the duel. And that is going to be a quick kill on behalf of Legion Commander. Legion Commander, ladies and gentlemen, 50 bonus damage at the 1350 mark. Leading your net worth chart right now. This is not what you wanted to see if you were on the side of QS. Now, they might be going for the top push, although they're being kind of passive. I think these two are going to wait and see if anyone teleports before they engage. And meanwhile, bot, you got a 3-hero push spot between Legion, Oracle, and Shadow Demon. So we'll see if one group decides to get aggressive and actually go for the tower, or if they're going to keep being passive up here. I mean, Tourniquet might need a Tourniquet for his team if he's not careful, because the bleeding is not stopping of their own accord. Solitary Judge going for Djembe. He does manage to use his Carapace on the stun, but he gets caught out of position because he still gets slept. Tourniquet is going to get the final kill on that with his Epicenter. I mean, Epicenter for one Nyx, maybe not worth it. If you ask me, that space created as the Legion Commander goes ahead and takes the bottom tower kill. Well, after completing the blink and getting the kills, the Legion is now at 1,800 gold. I'm going to be curious to see the build that he chooses to go. He has a lot of options available to him, given the type of lead that he has. Anti-Mage is still doing his farming thing. Surprisingly, though, does not yet have the Battle Fury. Opted instead to go for Power Treads. There's the blink in. Is he going to get in range for the duel? No, blink away just in time by Orion. Beaky saw what was coming and got in range for him to get out to safety, but that would have been potentially another duel kill. Now, Beaky's going to come up and put some harass on NRS. NRS, concerned about what may come from behind, chooses to just blink out and be safe instead, and sure enough, they spot out Djembe. Oh, Djembe. Unfortunate game for you so far. 1-4, not the start Djembe wanted, and who gets caught out? None other than Storm Spirit, and of course, the enemy of Storm Spirit is definitely Anti-Mage. That Mana Void just tears him to shreds, and that now puts Anti-Mage on top of your net worth leaderboard, and he does complete the Battle Fury. It's flying out to him as we speak. Blade Mail is picked up on Legion. That's going to make the duels even more painful. I believe he blinked on the tower hoping to see someone to attack. No one was there, so instead He's just going to kind of start attacking the tower. The sleep hits only the creeps. No real threat to the players, and they're going to push this top, and there's really nothing that QS can do about it right now. So instead, they're going to push mid, hoping to swap towers. Neutrality and Orion are doing what they can to make this team go, but the top tower is already down once the fortification falls. And they are going to rotate through the ancient creep. Solitarity does not realize it, but he did just walk through the sentry. There's a stun by Lion. The stomp, or not Lion, sorry. That was a burrow strike. But it doesn't matter. I think, well, actually it was Lion. Okay, so there was... I got confused because Lion stun and burrow strike look very similar, just minus where the hero is at the end of it. So they managed to make it. Now Storm better be careful. Why is my sound all screwed up? I don't know. Please stop that. He's going to teleport out. Okay. Well, for whatever reason, my sound was all terrible there for a second, but Storm managed to get out with his life as they were rotating top to get the kill. Now Shanks is chilling bot, trying to get a little bit of farm for that support that he's playing very well. We do get a finished Vlad's on Phantom. Now, I'm not really a fan of Vlad's on Phantom personally. I do understand that it helps out with your team fight, but for me, I like to see a little bit more of an aggressive build, and the Vlad's is very passive early. Now, obviously, that lifesteal does coincide with the Deso if he does go that route. There's a blink, there's a taunt, there's a death. Legion Commander gets the kill. That bumps him up to 64 damage. Not what you wanted to see if you're on the side of QS. Now, are they going to go on this? Orion looks like he wants to fight, but is instead just going to go for creep waves. Now, we do have a problem with Beaky. Taunt is down, but look at how much damage he's taking. If he's not careful, he could go down, and Beaky almost falls to Shanks. Shanks does save 11 for now. The Split Earth is going to take Shanks down eventually. Sand King gets the last hit. There's another kill onto Beaky. Nyx picks that one up. Nice Carapace, just stopped like 4 people. The disruption is going to keep PA out of the fight for a second. We do have a blink dagger to safety by the Sand King, but now Orion is left to rot by himself. He's going to try and teleport out. Oh, and Anti-Mage is going to mini stun him with the Void. There's the taunt. Another dual kill on the side of 11. 11 sitting pretty at 78 bonus damage. And everything that I just said about what QS wants to have done versus what Alch wants to have done, well, Alch is getting what they want, and QS is just kind of left to pick up the pieces. If there is one good thing from all of that is that Tourniquet did live through the fight, does have his Blink Dagger. He could have some pretty big plays with the old Blink Dagger combination, but the problem is, what follow-up do you have right now? Your Phantom Assassin chose to go a little bit more passive, so she's not going to be putting out any damage for the next 5 minutes or so. And now NRS is starting to go out of control, over 10k net worth at this point. First hero to reach that mark. He's already got the Yasha Battle Fury. And Beaky not doing so hot. Beaky is kind of feeding. He does have 2100 net worth, but the 0-5 is terrifying for him. Now we are going to have Solitary Judge meet Beaky. There's the attack. He's going to miss the stun. He tried to play. Oh, wow. Okay. Well, guys, Solitary Judge, Dagon 2, that Hand of Might is coming into play nicely as he picks up that kill. Now, Shanks did go down to the Phantom Assassin mid. The Split Earth is going to help. The disruption by B&H is going to save 11 for now. He's able to blink out. Shadow Demon does go down. NRS wants to fight. He's going to come in. Well, Lion's going to go down the Meta Void. Does a ton of damage. Orion is going to try and get away. The sleep will stop Nyx from going anywhere. NRS does not have any kind of a bash, so Dembe will get away to safety. And I got to say, that was still very favorable for Alch. They only lose their supports, but they pick off Storm yet again, which makes him 0-6. Things are not going well for Storm Spirit at this point in time. Of course, what a way to unveil the level 2 Dagon for Nyx is to take out the Storm Spirit. I thought for a second he'd get away because you didn't think the Mana Burst was going to do that much damage to him. The Mana Burn, sorry.
Tis mine.
But when you have a Dagon, who needs the Mana Burn, right? Alright, so we are now 21 minutes into the game. It is 18-9 in favor of Alch. Let's take a look. They are nearly 10k ahead in net worth. and XP is getting just under 10k. We do have a smoke coming out from QS. They might run into 11. 11 better be careful. The smoke did not pop, so they did not know to go south. Orion's either did pop or he was never a part of it. And I don't think they have what it takes to take on Roshan. In fact, they're just going into place a ward to try and get some better vision. Right now, all of Alch knows something is up and is kind of hiding at the moment. So that's now Dagon level 3 picked up on the Nyx. He's going to be able to do some serial damage very shortly. And so, all that smoke for nothing. All smoke and no fire, I guess, as nothing happened from that. You could argue that it was a waste of a smoke, but at the end of the day, they were also able to get out safely and to get out to place some wards that they did not already have on the map. So hopefully that vision comes into play, because that's all you got out of that smoke. Now, net worth still heavily in favor. Obviously, we looked at the graph a second ago, heavily in favor of Alch. But you got a small problem. Your PA is so far behind now. 11's going to go in. He gets a duel onto Storm Spirit. Storm is going to go down, last hit on the Oracle, but 11 is in some serious trouble. The finger does hit him. He does. Is he going to make it through? He survives thanks to Oracle. Lion is going to go down, although Phantom Assassin did pick off Shadow Demon. The sleep will hit onto 2. They will immediately turn onto the Nyx, but the Anti-Mage too strong takes out the Sand King. Now Phantom Assassin gets 2. There are the crits. He's getting chased now by 11. The sleep is going to stop 11 from going forward. And Orion, there's the damage that you wanted. Imagine what happens when you get a Desolator and you start fighting. Now again, not one of the mains. You didn't get the Legion Commander and you didn't get the Alch. However, you did pick up the Nyx Assassin, who is pretty high net worth. And that did immediately pop Orion into the second position on the net worth leaderboard. So much needed kills for Orion here in this match. Let's see what they ends up turning that into as he finishes with 600 gold. Is the courier his? I can't tell.
Unstoppable.
Well, Storm picks him off again. I guess no surprise there at this point. Sorry, Legion picks off Storm. Storm is now 0-8-2. I believe he was your mid, so that is an awful, awful, awful round for a mid player. He's got to be feeling it pretty badly. And the really crappy part is he's still going for the Bloodstone, so I'm not really sure when we're ever going to see that pop, although he is only a couple of pieces away, really one piece in a recipe away from finishing that. I mean, your one glimpse of solace, I guess, is the fact that this Phantom Assassin is starting to pick up the pace as far as damage goes. She does have the Hyperstone and the Desolator, which means that she's going to be putting out damage at a fairly fast pace, and it will help the right-click damage of the rest of her team, although really she's kind of it in terms of right-click damage. The Storm is supposed to be up there with her to a certain extent, but Storm is obviously more of a hybrid. Now, Solitary Judge is roaming around from the back. He wants to go on this Beaky. There's the attack. The stun missed the blink, and Storm manages to avoid getting dueled. The Split Earth is going to hit onto 2. PA picks off Shadow Demon in the background. This could be the fight that they need. Although Legion gets out neutrality with the overwhelming odds. Down goes the Sand King. PA takes out the Oracle. Phantom Assassin gets Nyx, and this is just an all-out brawl all over the place. The Mana Void gets the Storm. Orion picks off the Legion Commander, and it is Mono-E-Mono, or Mono-E-Woman, I guess, NRS versus Orion. Let's see, they just choose to back off. Woo-hoo-hoo! That was a fight, ladies and gentlemen. Overall, the gold changed massively in favor of QS. And I would argue that that was a huge fight for QS because PA just got 2,400 gold out of that engagement. Now, AM did pick up a Skull Basher. He does have the Manta Style. So that is going to be painful in the middle of a fight. But we now have a fully finished AC. Fully finished AC, ladies and gentlemen. That's going to be pretty painful. So this is where the problem, I think, lies for Alch right now, is that they do have 120 bonus damage on the Legion Commander. Some decent farm. You got the BKB, the Blade Mail. You've got a decently farmed AM. PA can outfight those heroes. All it takes is a couple of crits, and they don't necessarily... I mean, Oracle is getting picked off first. The smart thing about the way that Orion is playing this PA is that he's taking out Oracle first. That's what you got to do. So if Oracle falls, I don't necessarily think they win these fights. You've got a lot of potential AoE team damage between Sand King and Elder Titan. You've got Storm Spirit who can pick off just about anybody. Now, Solitary is trying to find Elder Titan. They did drop the sentry, so he now knows where he's at. Storm is going to try to go in on Solitary Judge. 11 is going to want to blink in and get a duel, and he gets it off on Beaky. Although there's the blink epicenter, it does keep him alive long enough for the duel not to finish. Overwhelming odds gets a kill. What a stun by neutrality. The finger, though, is blocked. Mana Void ganks out too. Now Orion wants to fight. Orion tries to blink in, but he's going 3-on-1. Solitary Judge better be careful, though. Orion is going to finish him off. That was a 2-for-4 trade. Now, obviously, not what QS wanted. There was some good plays on their side, but ultimately, Mana Void has too many targets this game. He has too many people that are too mana dependent on the side of QS, and it just instantly took out Lion, which also took out the Sand King. Now, if either of those heroes had lived, we might have seen a different fight at the end, but Orion again proving that he is extremely painful right now. Working towards a Basher himself, going to be very close to finishing it, only about 400 gold away. Now, we do have 3,600 gold on the Anti-Mage. You're probably going to see him go straight into the Abyssal Blade, would be my assumption.
Invisibility!
But we don't know for a fact. He might choose to go a different route. Now, 11 is smoked. Don't know exactly... Oh, he's Invis. Sorry, not smoked. Don't know exactly what it is he's going to be going for. Now, that is the Basher completed on a PA. They do send... NEM sends his illusions top to keep pushing a little bit. So we're going to have a little bit of break in the action. I do believe that we will see Alch go for the Roche kill here. And we see a smoke here by the side of QS, which means that they're probably going to go fight it. Now, Shanks did just de-ward. I wonder if he's going to be in range to pop the smoke. He is heading that way, and he is not... Well, that's a nice ward, except they're already smoked. Jimbe is going to throw his spirit out there. Now they pop the smoke. Oh, this is potentially a bad situation. Now, the stomp doesn't hit anybody. Roshan is down to about a third health or a quarter health. And we have fights taking off all over the place. Anti-Mage almost takes out Storm Spirit in one hit. There's the duel from Legion, and that is going to take out the PA. That's a huge kill. 881 gold for Oracle. Anti-Mage takes out the Storm Spirit on the back lines, and now we've got one hero left, as this is just a complete and total domination on this side of Alch. They go 5-0. They're going to easily take Roshan now, and then barrel down one of the lanes to take that fight. That was a smart choice on the side of 11, because you pop the blade mail, you blink in.
Has fallen to the dire. Radiant's middle tower.
Yeah, I mean, you pop in the blade mail, you blink in, you do the damage, and I mean, honestly, PA basically killed herself with one crit. That's how powerful that item is against her. Now, AM obviously is getting fat. He did finish the Abyssal Blade, has over 1,800 gold left. Really, at this point, they need to just take advantage of this Aegis and just go. They need to push down a lane and try to finish it off. Beaky, oh god. Well, it's nice knowing you, Beaky. Beaky's easily dead.
Thou art purified.
It's a sad bloodstone right there.
Double damage!
So QS's only chance lies solely on the back of this PA. I think Alch has finally found their way to deal with the PA, though. You can duel it or stun her before she gets something off. You got to think that Orion's thinking of getting a BKB or something, because all the disables are just kind of terrifying on the side of Alch. They can either disable her and focus on the rest, or they can try to just outright go and kill her. That is still level 3 Dagon on Solitary Judge, although he does now have his Aghanim Scepter, and they're going to start pushing out the top lane.
Radiant's top tower be under attack.
Alright, so NRS is taking out the top tower. He's got the support of his team behind him. He's now going to rotate mid and try to go for the mid tower. PA and company are trying to farm the jungle and or hide in base, as you see Neutrality doing right there. And yeah. Well, the thing that's really killing QS right now really has got to be the Storm Spirit. I mean, no, I'm not trying to rag on anyone in particular, but 0-12 still went for the Bloodstone and has just died. And there's the duel onto PA. The Storm Spirit, though. Well, okay, that's a problem, though. You're going to give bonus damage to Orion now, 18 bonus damage. If you're going to duel PA, you better have backup. Now, Solitary wants to come in and fight. He's going to get in on the Beaky. There's the stun. The Burrow Strike, the Dagger, Disruption, and down goes Storm Spirit. He's now down to 4 Bloodstone charges. Brutal game for the Storm Spirit, but that is really hurting because you basically expected your PA and your Storm Spirit to be able to fight this game. Now, oh, okay, they managed to take... I was trying to figure out what was going on. They did manage to take down the Aegis from Anti-Mage, but Anti-Mage safely blinks to safety. Safely blinks to safety? Well, that would be awkward if he didn't safely blink to safety, because then it wouldn't be safe, would it? Anyways, it looks like NRS is going to go for the MKB. BNH does have a Blink Dagger. That's a terrifying thing to have on a Shadow Demon. Because the saves that he's capable of, or the setups that he's capable of with that in tow, are just kind of brutal. Now again, I mentioned earlier that one of the ways that you can take out this PA is if you duel him. Well, the problem is if you duel him by yourself, you're going to die. I don't care how powerful you are, Legion, the crit is real. And you will get evaporated by the PA if you're not careful. But Beaky's having a rough game. Going to continue to have a rough game. Oh god, he's... dead. Solitary Judge picks up the kill yet again. Beaky's Bloodstone is now down to 2 charges. And they're going to take this bottom tower for free along with the kill on the side. At this point, it's almost like Alch has a drive-through. And they go through and they're like, yeah, I'd like a tower with the side of Storm Spirit, please.
Dire's top tower be under attack.
That's kind of how bad it is at this point for the Storm Spirit. He is literally just a side dish. While they take up the objectives, they get the free kill as well. Neutrality does have a Blink Dagger, so that's going to help him out. Maybe get some disables, some early initiation. Orion does pick... oh god, there's another Blink Taunt. Legion Commander going to get a double kill. And the bonus damage off of the kill on Tourniquet. Tourniquet not doing enough to stall the bleeding that's happening from QS. Now Ryan, oh wow, there's the crit. Storm does go in, but the nice stun from Solitary Judge. 11 nearly takes out the Storm. The overwhelming odds not enough to get the kill. Orion trying to take out Shanks, but instead focuses on Legion. Legion is in some trouble. Orion needs one more crit, and there it is. And he can also get the Shanks. Now in the background, Anti-Mage helped take out Lion. He did disarm him. Now AM and Nyx want to come in on PA, but PA... where did PA go? Oh, he teleported out. Okay, that was weird. I didn't see the teleport going on. Now this is a smart build. Heaven's Halberd. Helvins? What is a Helvin? I don't know. Heaven's Halberd is a smart pickup for Legion. The mischance obviously helps, and then the maim. It's just a good overall pickup. Solitary Judge. Is that level 5 Dagon? It is level 4 now. Oh, he just made it off the carry. Okay, so he's working his way towards level 5 Dagon. A lot of burst potential for him. I will say for Storm Spirit, didn't die that time. That's gotta feel nice. Nearly died. If literally one more hero or creep had been in the range of the overwhelming odds, he would have died. Now AM, oh not AM, Nyx finds Tourniquet. He's gonna auto attack. There's a stun. There's a Dagon. There's a free kill. Well, you know that life is rough when a Tourniquet does nothing to stop the bleeding or to fix your wounds that you have appearing on your team. Dimbe is kind of like, guys, what's going on here? Why are we losing so much? Although he's died a lot too. Really, at this point, PA is a sole hope. One good fight with PA, maybe you can turn it around. There's Legion. Oh, Beaky better run. 11 wants the duel, but is no, he's gonna give up on it. Is Storm gonna actually go in on 11? You better not. No, he's not. He thinks better of it and backs up. Although I don't think 11's done yet, as the Dire team are gonna start rotating towards bot. They might just be raiding for the Roshan. Not up yet. We'll get more info in about a minute as they go forward. So really, Alch just got to do more of the same. Maybe Alch just decides to wait for the next Roshan and then push down mid. I mean, they are literally doubling the kills right now at the 36-minute mark. If we take a look at the net worth, we're nearly at 25,000 net worth lead and almost 30,000 experience lead. Things just really kind of spiraled out of control after those early fights. And PA again went for the defensive build. Maybe the defensive build helped him stay alive early game, but because of that, he wasn't very useful in terms of fights. Solitary Judge did just do a funny job of making him think that they warded there, although he had no wards in his inventory. Meanwhile, we do get a ward placed up top by the B in H. So much ado for nothing right now. Let's kind of do a recap of where we are item-wise. We do have the Abyssal Blade finished up on the PA. Normally you would think, wow, this PA must be the most farmed in the game, but alas, we have this guy over here who does finish that MKB and have over 2,400 gold left. Has a 10-second BKB. Pretty much is slotted right now. The only thing that's going to change is picking up Boots of Travel and, of course, picking up some other stuff. Now, Nyx is going to go down. The final hit, it looks like, is to the Elder Titan. He picks up over 1,100 gold. So that's going to be super crucial now. And they are waiting to see the Roshan spawn. Roshan will be up in about half a minute. And I think that Roshan is going to then lead them to push down mid or bot or any of the lanes. Meanwhile, we have a smoke going on out of the Radiant side. The boys at Quantum Suicide want to get aggressive. Be aggressive. Be aggressive is what they're going for, as they're chasing through the jungle. Now, they might spot the NRS. They might spot the NRS. They do, in fact. The stun hits. Oh, Ryan, 2 shots. The Shadow Demon. NRS does get saved for the time being. Now, there's the duel on the PA. Can they kill him in time? The answer is yes, as the Void gets him, but down goes Legion as Sand King's Epicenter finishes him off. That's actually a pretty decent fight, except for the fact that NRS is still alive. The Burrow Strike is going to hit. Storm blinks in with the ball lightning, almost gets the kill onto NRS. Neutrality wants this. He wants it bad. He's almost in range, but the blink out is going to save him for now. He does not have a teleport. Oh, they know where he's at, though. They pinging out his location. Can they get to him in time? Well, Sand King went the wrong place, but it looks like he's going to TP out. Well, so NRS will live for now. Neutrality really wanted that kill. Almost got him, but can't really get there in total. Well, I mean, that was 3 for 1. Yeah, you lost the PA, but you did pick off the Legion. The Oracle obviously needs to die first. His Fate's whatever garbage. What's his ultimate? That one? The False Promise. I was going to say Fate's Promise, but I knew that was wrong. Roshan is up, spotted out by the AM Illusion, so we're going to see a push for Roche here pretty soon. And you got to think their focus has to be on this PA. I mean, they took out the PA after PA already took out 2 of them, so it's going to be a little bit dangerous here. Now, you also got to be careful not to group up too much on the PA, because one good Epicenter by Sand King, as we saw, can do a ton of damage against them. So it's kind of a, you know, do you focus the rest of the team down and hope the PA doesn't wreck your backlines too soon, or not? Meanwhile, Beaky still chilling with the 2-charge Bloodstone, although he does pick up a gem, hoping that maybe the Vision will keep him alive and stop making him feed. Can't make any guarantees on that. By the way, the Storm Spirit is the lowest core on the board by far.
Has fallen to the Dire.
They do finish off Roshan. They decide to give the Aegis to the Legion Commander. I mean, it makes sense. The 174 bonus damage is a real thing. It's going to be super helpful. We have an Ultimate Orb on the PA. It's going to be interesting to see if he chooses to go with the Manta or go with maybe a Scotty. My guess would be Manta. But I like the idea of Scotty, honestly, but I don't think it stacks with Dessa, does it? Oh, so it's probably going to be a Manta. Yeah, there's my dumbass making suggestions. We do pick up a Butterfly. Okay, so AM says, who needs boots? I've got Blink. I've got Blink and Butterfly. Who the needs boots? Oh, that's fantastic. Now Nyx is looking for a free kill on Dembe. I don't think Dembe saw him, but he is running back. So he will end up surviving for now. I don't know if I like this choice. I mean, it makes him do more damage. He's hitting at 384 damage a pop right now. Not to mention he gets an extra burst of damage whenever he gets a bash. He gets an extra burst of damage whenever MKB procs. So he's going to do a crap ton of damage, but no boots? Really? I mean, if he dies, he can't TP into the fight if he buys back. And it doesn't even have buyback right now either. So, interesting choice by him to go no boots, but we'll see how it pays off.
Where's the party?
You could make the argument that Butterfly is boots, right? Because you get the little speed boost from it when you pop it, but I don't know. Not a fan of it personally. So, defense-wise, looking ahead, how does QS stay alive in these fights? Well, the answer is exactly what they did in the last fight, honestly. Let PA be the man up front, backline support him with the likes of Elder Titan and everybody else. There's the Blink duel onto PA. Speaking of the support, Binky comes in, they do get down the Shadow Demon. PA is going to pass out though. And the Finger is going to take out the Legion Commander, but the Mana Void does one better. Takes out the Lion and the Storm Spirit in one foul blow. 11's Aegis does pop back up, and they are going to go down the mid lane to take the Rex. Again, the PA, when I said let him take the front lines and support him, I didn't mean be so far out that he dies before you get to him. So, some weird choices in terms of positioning there on the side of QS. And Alch takes full advantage of it as they take out the middle Rex. Now they've got people splitting up. Legion looks like he's going for the top, and the rest of the team heading bot. They get the tier 3 bot. They're going to go for the Rex. I do not see any sign of GG yet. The Burrow Strike, blink back. Sand is going to let him survive. But they are going to take the second set of racks right here. Now here's going to be another Echo Stomp, hitting nobody in particular other than the barracks themselves. So instead they come top and they want to go for this kill onto Legion. Legion gets double stunned. Alch NRS just comes in and obliterates him. Oh my god, Lion goes down, Elder goes down, Sand King goes down. PA still has not responded. That is the third set of racks. That is Mega Creeps, and the GG is called. And why not? For measure, good measure, Anti-Mage takes out Beaky again. Well, it was a rough game for the Storm Spirit that kind of led to the snowball for Alch. Alch took what was a fairly close early game and turned it into total and complete annihilation throughout the mid and late stages of this game. Congratulations to Alch, as they will be moving on in the Dota 2 Boston Major Open Qualifiers here in the North American region. And congratulations to Quantum Suicide for making it this far. They fought hard, they fought valiantly, but ultimately you just can't come back from an 0-17 Storm Spirit that had a 2-charge Bloodstone. There's just no way around it. And ultimately 11 had a massive amount of bonus damage. And they understood the strategy was to duel the PA. They went hard on that, and they took out the PA several times at the end of the game, which led to some easy Rexes and easy victory. Again, my name is LaughingStock. I will take a quick break, and I will be back with more major qualifying open action.